My name is Chenny from Goldfinger Holdings. I am the product manager of TestRay app inside Jira. Welcome to today's macro webinar. Today, I'm going to talk about how to create test cases from existing test cases. So there are different ways inside TestRay to do that in order to make your test case creation easier. So today I'm going to show you how to create test case by cloning. So it means you can clone a single test case from an existing one, or you can clone a set of test cases from existing test cases. Also, I will show you how to export your existing test cases and then import them to new location, new test case repository, or new Jira project. So now let me just open one of my TestRay project, which is called Flight Reservation System. You see here in test suite page, I have two test suites with total of 22 test cases. Let's just open the second root test suite one, and then let me expand to see how my existing test cases looks like. You see, I have a tree structure to organize my test case. So now let me just open a single test case. In the test case details page, you see I have steps already created. I have my requirements associated, and also the test suite information to indicate your test case repository information. So let's just create a new test case from this one. So here in the tree structure, we have this clone option to help user to clone this test case. Click on that. It will pop up clone test case dialog box. It will ask you whether you are going to clone attachment or sprint values or requirements or the folder structure, something like that. So we usually use to clone from an existing test case and then update it to make sure that the test case fit for a new test scenario, right? Let me just give a new name like update, and then let's finish my clone. It is quite simple. You see, in the same feature one, this subsuite at the bottom, you see verify the back name update. This is a clone test cases. Clone test case. If I open it, and then you see all the steps from this existing test case has been cloned. And also since I selected requirement information and the test suite information, all this information is cloned automatically. Even here, you can find the Jira native link because this 57, this test case is cloned from this source test case, FIS 46. So this is just to clone a single test case. But sometimes we may need to clone a set of test cases. For example, you have 1, 2, 3 test cases. You want to clone them all at one click. So you can just choose, let's choose 1, 2, let's choose total of 5. And then here on the top right corner, we have this clone option. This is to do bulk clone. Click on that. And then you can give a prefix for your test cases. And also you can just set up the target suite where you can put these clone test cases. Let me finish this clone. And then let me refresh. And then you see in module 2, because I choose this module 2 as target, right? Now, if I extend, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 test cases cloned here. If I open any of them, still you see all the steps is cloned. So in these two options, I mean, clone from a single test case or clone multi test cases to help user to create test cases with a very easy and convenient way from existing test case list. So there's another case. You say when you don't want to clone all the details of the test case, I just want to clone the steps because there are some common steps be used in multi-test cases, right? So in this case, you can simply open this test case and then export the steps. And then go back to, let's say, let me create a brand new test case here without any step. New test case. And then create. You see the new test case, if I open it, you see there's nothing. There's no steps at all. So first, let me just copy my steps to a folder. And then let me just go inside and then import. Choose the test case file. I just export it and then open it. So import. You see, multiple test steps have been imported to this brand new test case. What you need is that, okay, there are common steps and you may just need to do some tiny change here. For example, I need to update something to make sure the new test case or the new steps are suitable for your new test case scenario. So this is the way how to, export multiple steps from your existing test case and then import them back to new created test case. There's another case actually. So for example, if I go back to one of my projects and I notice that there are a couple of test cases stored in one of my test case repository like this way. Sometimes we may need to create another copy of test cases, including this structure, folder structure information, right? In this case, you can leverage or import export feature to do that. For example, here for flight reservation system, I have a total of 11 test cases. So I want to create another copy in a different project, for example, in demo project. So first of all, you need export those test cases, those existing test cases. Let me just export to a CSV file. So you see, those are the test cases I just exported. There are total of 11 test cases. There are summaries, there are priority, there are steps, right? And then let me just move this test case file to here. Please. Okay. Now I just switch to my new project, and then I can use this import test case option and import and find my test cases file here and then open it and next. So it will ask you to map what information you want to import. This is quite similar as how you do issue import from Jira. Let's say I want to import summary, priority, description, and the most important part is step ID, step information, expected result, and also the folder structure information, that is test suite. And then import. You see, it's super easy. You can ignore this message. Let me go back to this demo project again. So previously, I only have these test suite with only 3 test cases. Now I have a new test suite with 11 test cases. If I open that, you see the folder structure is displayed. And if you click on that, you see how this new test case is created. And if I open one of the test cases, you see the description information, priority information, and the most important part, steps are imported and created successfully. And also you see here, even the folder structure, the test suite information is imported as well. So this is the way how you export your existing test cases and then import them back to a new Jira project or to a new test suite location to make sure your a set of test cases can be created easily and faster. Yeah, it's pretty much for today's webinar. If you have any question or you want to learn more about our TestRay product, feel free to reach out us at sales@gofingerholdings.com.